and welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Catspit Productions. Today's video is a quick tip video. I just wanted to, I had several requests for how to get the screen into your print head straight, and then how to get the t-shirt on the pallet straight. And I know we kind of covered this before in two separate videos in more detail. One was called how to screen print loading the pallet with shirts, I believe. And the other one was setting up on the press, how to screen print setting up on the press. And those two videos kind of cover, I think, a little bit more in depth what we're talking about today. But I just wanted to show you the way I set up a simple one color. As you can see, I already have my crosshairs on here. I've used them a few times. As you can see, I've been printing. And so my crosshairs are on here. I make a few up here and a few down here, because if you have a long design, you can use this entire grid space to help you line it up and make sure it's centered. Okay, so it's very simple. The first thing you want to do is go to your micro reg and make sure it's zeroed out. Okay, so that's the first step right there. You go here, is it zeroed out? It's in the center. You have equal amount of movement both ways. You're good. Okay. Then with your crosshairs and your rear mount print head, it's quite simple. We have our trusty Catspit screen here. And you know, when the palette is clean enough and the grid lines are dark enough and your emulsion is clean, you can see through the emulsion and simply line it up by eyeball. Okay, so I'm just lining it up to the center mark and then using these crosshairs to make it straight across the palette. Alright, now, don't monkey grip your knobs either. You don't need to monkey grip this. Really, it's just snug. You go snug and crank to a little bit, you know? You don't have to go crazy with that. Now you're all set. Normally I lift my screen and bring it back down just to make sure if there's any, you know, anything that wants to move or give or this or that from who knows what. And I check to see and I look good. And of course, at this point you would check your off contact. I am going to do a video on off contact, so we'll look at that at another point. Now, you've got your screen on there, right? Now we got to get a t-shirt. So, how do you get the t-shirt straight on the pallet? Well, that's not really easy. It's easier said than done. And what you have to remember is that a t-shirt is a garment. It's just a, you know, it's stitched together, it's fabric, okay? So it's not, this is not a rocket ship, okay? This is a t-shirt, so you cannot get a print in any exact particular place, you know, like to the inch. It's just impossible. Anybody who says they can do that, you can't, because the shirt varies from shirt to shirt. The stitching or the cut could be slightly off. It's just not, you know, you'd have to have a really high quality, high grade t-shirt that has, you know, meticulous measurements and cuts to such an exactitude that it would be impractical to manufacture that garment, I think. So, with that being said, after I hit my knee on the pallet arm, we want to get your shirt on the pallet, okay? And a thing to note is that the bigger your pallet is, the easier it is to get your shirt on the pallet straight. So that's also, you know, vice versa, so to speak, that if the shirt's smaller, if you have a smaller pallet but the shirt's smaller and it goes on there snug, that makes it easy as well. So the bigger the pallet, the easier it is to get your shirt straight on the pallet. However, that pallet, a big pallet, you will not be able to use for youth shirts or possibly even adult small women's and ladies shirts. So these are things you have to consider when you set up. But basically all I do is you know, I'll pull the thing down, we bring the stitching up here, the stitching to the corners, and I'm going to pull it back and basically just eyeball it. I pull it back to where I want it to drop off, and I'm holding the sleeves out. I can see the corner of the pallet, I can see the seam here, okay, I can see the corner of the pallet and the seam here, and then another thing to check is your collar. Okay, your two collar marks, you know, on either side, you want to try to center your collar. But beware, collars can be really goofy. So sometimes you have to compromise. You'll get a shirt on here straight and you'll go, man, it's equal over here, but the collar, it looks like it's crooked. So you kind of have to compromise, okay? And then when it's all said and done, the bottom line is that 9 times out of 10, when you pick the t-shirt up at the end of the dryer and you look at it, you hold it up and you go, man, that looks crooked. Have somebody put it on. Have somebody put that t-shirt on and then look at it, and I bet you it looks okay. Okay? So that's it for today. Just a quick tip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoy making videos for you guys. It's a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys visiting the website. You know, any support that you can give me through the website, visit, you know, comment on videos, subscribe. You know, I appreciate all that stuff. It's what makes this all worth it. So thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe.